I know the whole boxing world just seen Oleksandr Usyk versus Tyson Fury's weigh-in last night, right? And also the final press conference the night before, which I was very shocked about what Tyson Fury did. We have a stacked card coming in later on today, and I cannot wait for this fight to happen. We have not had an undisputed heavyweight champion in around 25 years. The last fight was Evander Holyfield versus Lennox Lewis, and that fight was amazing. But no knock to those guys, but my favorite fight of all time was Muhammad Ali versus Smoking Joe Frazier 1 and 3. I didn't really like number 2. It was okay, but it was still pretty good, but not as good as 1 and 3. I believe that is the best heavyweight fight of all time. I have never seen two heavyweight fighters move like that for 15 rounds, and I just hope this fight is at least 70% as good as that, and that will make it a great fight. And this is the topic that we will be talking about today. But before we get into that, if you guys are not subscribed, please punch and knock out that subscription button. That way you'll never see it again, and ding that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my new boxing videos. Alright guys, let's get to the round. Ding ding. Okay champs, let's get started. But before I go, my co-host Northpaw377 wants to go first. Hey Northpaw, it's always ladies first right here in Manny's Boxing World. Go ahead, take the floor. No diddy.
Northpaw377 from Chicago back at you with another one. And yes, finally me and Manny agree on something. Joe Frazier versus Muhammad Ali is the greatest fight ever. And 3 was just as good as 1. But that's neither here or there. Aye, now let's get back to the meat and potatoes. Fury versus Usyk. I believe that Usyk was going to beat Fury, and they had the press conference, and Tyson Fury refused to give a stare down to Usyk. He also complimented Usyk, and it seemed that Fury was a little scared. Fury actually looked like he was worried about Usyk, and I went for Usyk. But I changed my mind after the weigh-in last night. Usyk actually weighed in at 233 and Fury was 262, and not only did Fury give a stare down, he pressed Usyk and pushed him. And after that he talked maddish, and it seems that Fury lost weight for the fight, but he is still fat. I have Fury beating Usyk pretty easily, maybe a knockout. Northpaw has spoken, now back to Manny.
You're not lying, Northpaw, but I believe you did not watch the full program, because Usyk was actually 223, not 233. They had made a mistake on his weight. When they said he was 233, I was like, he does not look like 233. He looks like 220 or something like that, because I am a very fit person myself, and I know what 10 pounds of fat will do, or muscle, and he did not look like he either got fat or muscle. I did the math and I said that's only really like 30 pounds difference, but it's really 40 because they made a mistake with the 10 pounds. And some people will say 10 pounds is not really a big difference, but it is. When you're fit, that makes a world of difference, guys. Think about it this way, guys. If you go to the grocery store and you buy 10 pounds of meat, that's how much you will lose weight or you will gain weight. That is a lot. Picture 10 pounds of meat. Well, put it this way, look at Ryan Garcia with the fight with Tank Davis when they fought at 136, and look at the fight with Devin Haney at 143. And that is only a 7-pound difference. Now you see what the big difference 7 pounds makes? But that's neither here or there. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk. And I gotta agree with Northpaw on this one. When the press conference started, I believe Tyson Fury was a little intimidated at Oleksandr Usyk. He did not even want to give him a stare down. And he actually complimented Usyk, saying he was a great fighter and that this fight was going to be good, but he just wishes both of them come out healthy and have a good win. Now, to tell you the truth, I was not expecting that at all. I thought he was gonna come out all rowdy and talking ish like he always does. but he sure did fool me. He probably took classes from Ryan Garcia because he is the king of trolling. But I believe down in my heart that he was actually just faking it and he was actually gonna do something at the weigh-in, and I was right. I was expecting it like Northpaw expects P. Diddy every night. And before that, I actually had Usyk beating Tyson Fury because of the intimidated factor. But now I have Tyson Fury beating Oleksandr Usyk pretty easily as well. I know Usyk beat up Anthony Joshua twice, but styles make fights, and Anthony Joshua is not Tyson Fury. I do know Oleksandr Usyk came in from the cruiserweight, so he is a small heavyweight in today's comparisons. Think if Usyk would have fought Joe Frazier, the version that fought Muhammad Ali on the first fight, Usyk would lose badly to Joe Frazier. Man, those two fighters, Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, are just in another level, guys. Have you guys seen that fight? You guys will not stop watching it. You guys will finish the fight. But Usyk versus Fury, that's a big size difference, and he is a lot bigger than Anthony Joshua is. No Diddy. He already beat Deontay Wilder, and I expect him to beat Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz, and the rest of them. I know he went 10 rounds with Francis Ngannou, and Anthony Joshua knocked out Francis Ngannou, but I believe Tyson Fury took Ngannou very lightly and did not even train for him as he came in very fat. But that is not a good measuring stick for those fights because Ngannou is a UFC fighter, not a boxer. I gotta give it up to Ngannou though. He showed up on that night and he dropped Tyson Fury, so big props to Francis Ngannou. But I believe if Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury have a rematch, Tyson Fury will serve Francis Ngannou. Just look at Tyson Fury right now. I have not seen him this lean in a very long time. He is taking Oleksandr Usyk very seriously. No disrespect to Tyson Fury, he does not even look like an athlete. I'm way more fitter than that guy. But to his defense, I'm pretty much the fittest guy at the gym. I'm still fitter than a lot of these boxers. I still run 3 miles and I diet every day, so. But I always wondered how Tyson Fury will do against Nikolay Valuev, the Russian giant, as Nikolay Valuev was actually fighting around the time when Tyson Fury started. He was, I think, 7'1" or 7'2". But he was very vanilla and very basic. It looked like he was just huge and had basic boxing skills. But it was an anomaly, and I just wanted to see that fight happen because of how big both of these fighters were. I think Tyson Fury beats Valuev, but I wanted to see what kind of tactics he uses to beat Valuev, somebody bigger than him. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, and that's it for me, champs. I gotta roll.
Let's go, champ!